Hello, everybody. It's Jmulls of Jmulls Gaming here with a new video. Today we're reacting to some of the news that's come out for the Dragon Quest series, our very well-beloved JRPG series. And I've only played Dragon Quest 11, and I really enjoyed the game. I have to finish it. I'm probably going to finish it right after I beat Nier Replicant. Go back and finish that because it's something I really want to do. And this has kind of spurred me on to do that more. But Dragon Quest 12 has just been announced, and that's a big one, especially with some of the changes they have already said will be taking place for the formula. It's going to be a more adult Dragon Quest. They said there's going to be darker themes, and that they are changing the combat in some way. I'm not sure how they're exactly going to do that. I kind of hope they don't mean just completely ditching turn-based combat, because I still like turn-based combat games. Like, I was fine with Final Fantasy moving away from it slightly, but I don't know. It kind of feels, especially with Dragon Quest, that being turn-based, especially for the mainline game, is kind of the heart and soul of it. So I'm willing to give it a chance if they want to move away from that, but it would have to be really fun and compelling in order for me to really be able to justify that. But hey, they made some great games. I know a friend who absolutely loves Dragon Quest, so I'll probably talk to him tomorrow about all of this. Yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm a big fan of these darker stories that JRPGs want to tell sometimes. And Dragon Quest 12, just going off of the themes and the art they're showing here with this teaser. Again, you can't take much from it, but obviously a darker story, because this is just a very dark, macabre way to show off the title screen for Dragon Quest. How the title's all burnt here, like as if you ripped the title out of the earth, and the bottom here is charred, like molten bits climbing up it. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about Dragon Quest 12. I hope they don't change the formula too much to where it's no longer identifiable as Dragon Quest. But if they do so, I hope that the innovation they bring into this game is fun and engaging and still feels like Dragon Quest. I feel like that's the most we can ask for here. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this goes, how Akira Toriyama's design suit a more darker story being told here. Because when I see his designs, especially in Dragon Quest or in Dragon Ball Z, you don't really expect overtly dark, grim, depressing stories and motifs. So I'll be wondering how they managed to do it. I mean, he's so renowned and he's so good at what he does that he gets the benefit of the doubt for me, and that he'll probably be able to make something incredible. He gets that kind of the benefit of the doubt for me. So yeah, really interested to see where this goes, and once we actually get some gameplay, because I feel like the gameplay for Dragon Quest 12 is the biggest question mark about this game so far, because they did admit that there will be some changes to the combat system. So let's move over to Dragon Quest 3. Right, so I only found out about this recently, but apparently they're remaking this game in the Octopath Traveler engine, and that just sounds amazing to me. Because remember I told you about my friend who really loves Dragon Quest? Dragon Quest 3 was a big monumental step in the series, and that a lot of the things that have become standardized in the Dragon Quest formula really originate from Dragon Quest 3, from my opinion. Well, not from my opinion, but from what I heard. Oh my god, this game looks freaking gorgeous. It amazes me just how good the game can look with a pixelated art style, but when you have the Octopath engine and lighting effects, it just looks good. I think this is very intentional, how a lot of it still kind of looks old. I'm wondering if they are using the same models as they did back in Dragon Quest 3 to keep that sense of familiarity and that sense of retro. And I think that's pretty cool if that's the if that's how they're doing this. Game looks gorgeous. God, look at that. I'm just saying. Oh, and there's like night and day effects. That just... Oh yeah, this can be a purchase for me, isn't it? Okay. HD-2D Remake. Really interested to see how this one turns out. This one I'm also really excited for. Dragon Quest always felt like the franchise I would absolutely love, but I just never really gave it a fair shout. And I really want to try and change that. And I feel Dragon Quest 3's remake, going back and beating Dragon Quest 11, will really help with that, in my opinion. Because I want to see more Dragon Quest 12, but I hope this means that they're able to make more of the Dragon Quest games more accessible, more readily available for Western audiences. I believe a few of them are on the 3DS or something. I don't know. I gotta look into that. I also heard that they're making an offline mode for Dragon Quest X. I don't know if that's just for Japan or if there's a global release for that. I'll be interested to see how that pans out. Let me see if I can find a trailer for that. Yeah, I managed to find one. Alright, watch this as well. Links for all these trailers will be in the description down below, by the way. I'm using the ones on the Square Enix's page. So they're all in Japanese. Yeah, I believe Dragon Quest X was an MMO that never made its way to the West. I have heard that it's pretty good, though. So, I'm wondering how they're gonna work out the story mode for this. Is it just that they kind of designed a separate game that's just the same as Dragon Quest X's story, but just so it's a single-player game? Hence the offline mode. I'll be interested to see how this handles. You know what it reminds me of in a weird way? It kind of reminds me of Link's Awakening. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the character models. But yeah, we have these classic Dragon Quest themes and songs. I'm really interested to see how this pans out, because Dragon Quest X, again, like I said, it never really made its way to the West. It was always kind of like stuck with... I think it only was in Japanese. So not a lot of people in the West tend to have experience with Dragon Quest X unless you're a massive Dragon Quest fan or just, or you can speak Japanese. So I'll be really interested to see how this goes, converting a story from an MMO into a single-player experience or an offline experience. That will be interesting to see how they manage to pull that off. The one main thing I'd be worried about in that regard would be the pacing of it. But if they manage to set the time aside to be able to make this whole thing, I'm going to assume that they have some plan in order to address that. Again, I don't know the story of Dragon Quest X. I don't know if it's good or bad. I assume it's good because it's Dragon Quest. But, again, we'll just kind of have to wait and see how this one turns out and pans out. I'll be interested to see it. And if it looks good, I'll play it. Hell, I have no problem with that. So, yeah, those are my thoughts, my opinions on these Dragon Quest trailers from a Dragon Quest noob's perspective, if anything. So, thank you all for tuning in. My pleasure for making the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you like the video and you want to see more content. I know I would appreciate it. Again, really interested to see how all of these pan out. Taking some new directions to the series, resurrecting some old games as well with more modern styles with Dragon Quest 3. Reinventing how an MMO story can be told with Dragon Quest X offline, which will be really interesting to see how this one turns out. And then moving with the future with Dragon Quest 12. So, stay on the lookout for my channel when I probably eventually continue playing Dragon Quest 11. I'll probably continue with how I was doing that series originally, which is just do updated impressions periodically. So probably look out for a video about that maybe later on in the week, maybe next week as well. Or next week. So, again, I think that's all I really have to say. So, thank you all for tuning in. My pleasure for making the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you like the video and you'll want to see more content. I know I would appreciate it. The links for all three of these trailers from the Square Enix YouTube page will be down in the description down below. So go and check those out if you want to watch any of these trailers by yourself and be able to peruse them at your own pace and with your own interest and at your own leisure. Stay safe out there. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.